Good morning, students of class 4, and this is your new GK class, and it's Saturday morning, right? So, as usual, I'm back with your new GK class, and today we are going to learn something which we can do before going to doctor, and the medical treatment which usually people do before taking the patient to the doctor is known as what? First aid. Yes. So let us learn what type of first aid should be given to the different types of patients who are having different types of problems. Okay. Very when it's very emergency, some of the things has to be done so that the person who has to be taken to the doctor can be taken properly, and the treatment after that doctor can do very nicely. Okay, so that is called first aid. So let us see on page number 56 and 57. So page number 56, look at each emergency situation shown below with the 3 best first aid actions for it. Write the number of the emergency against each action. One has been done for you. So the first one we can see, that is insect bite. When a person has been bitten by insect, maybe it is wasps or bee, something like that, then what should be done? So the first thing, when it's insect bite, we should do what? So let us see, if an insect is biting you, then what should be done? Here many option has been given from A to L, and we will select only 3 options which has to be done. That is the first one, the sting has to be removed. So remove the sting if any. If you are finding any sting after biting the insect, you should remove it carefully and wash the area properly with soap and water. So point A has to be done, right? So beside A, you just write in that box number 1. Next comes, that is F, apply an ointment or antibiotic cream or powder. Okay, so after cleaning the area with soap and water, after taking out the sting, one ointment has to be put over there, and that is F. So again, beside F you write number 1, and the last one, that is gently tap the swollen area with an ice pack every 10 minutes till the swelling goes down. After the insect bites, there is a huge swelling over there, so you have to tap that swelling with a ice pack after every 10 minutes, so that the swelling can go down easily, and obviously we have to go to doctor after that. Okay, so these are the steps of first aid, yes, before going to doctor. Now the second one, let us go for the second one, and the situation is, there is a sprain on or bone injury. If you are having any sprain or bone injury, then what you will do? So here the situation is of sprain or bone injury. So here you can do again 3 first aid steps are there, and that is, first one, that is rest the limb and do not lean on the sprained or broken part. Okay, so you have to be on rest, you have to take rest so that your limb can take rest, and you should not lean down over that part. Okay, so please write D. Beside D in the box, you have to write number 2. Next comes is, in case of a sprain, apply a cold compress. You should not give hot compress, it should be cold compress to reduce the swelling and pump. Okay, so reduce the swelling, you have to give cold compress, not the hot compress. So here comes I. Again beside I you have to write number 2, because this treatment has to be given when you are having sprain or bone injury. Next comes K. If the bone is hurt, tie a cloth around it. If you think that the bone is hurt, then you have to tie a cloth around it tightly and do not allow the bone to move. You should not allow, maybe I'm having a bone injury over here, so the first 2 steps I have done. Then after, what I have to, before going to doctor, I have to tie a cloth over here around my neck, so that the bone does not move. I cannot move my hands however I want, or I cannot do whatever I want. I have to be like this only after tying around a cloth, so that the bone over here does not move and the doctor can give me the perfect treatment. Okay, so here comes again, that is K. So again beside K you have to write number 2. Now the third situation is burn. If there is a burning case, okay, usually we can see in the kitchen while working, we have this problem of burning. So at that time, what first aid you can give to your mother? And the first aid is, first of all, what you have to do, cool the burn with running water till the skin reaches the room temperature. Whenever usually we see that the mothers are being burned with the help of hot oil or something like that, right, while cooking. So you can just put that part of the body beside under the running water, cold running water, and let the skin, that the burning sensation should cool down and it should come to the room temperature. That is the first step which you have to do if someone is in this situation. Okay, and here comes the B. Write down number 3 beside B. Then after, what you have to do, you have to then remove jewelry and clothing gently from around the burn. You have to remove the burning and the jewelry, everything from that side, and then after you have to, yes, you have to just release that part. There should not be any type of things which can hurt that burning part. Okay, so again it will be just a C. And then after comes, cover the burn with a sterile bandage or apply a smoothing lotion. You have to put any ointment or any type of bandage to cover that burn area. Okay, so that is known as E. So beside E also you have to write 3. Now the fourth situation. What is the fourth situation? The fourth situation is snatch or cut. If you are having any scratches or cut, maybe you were playing and if you fell down and you scratched or cut. So let us see what has to be done. What are the first aid needed when this is the situation and you are bleeding? So here comes the first one. Apply a first of all, you have to clean the wound by rinsing in water thoroughly and then apply the antiseptic. Okay, so here you have to first H, that is scratch or cut. If this is the situation, the first one, you have to clean that wound with water and then after you have to apply, yes, antiseptic over there to clean that part so that there is no bacteria. Okay, so antiseptic has to be provided. So here comes the number H first. Then after, second, what will be the second thing you have to do? Gently apply a gentle cream to prevent any itching. Usually what happens, children itch over there, so you should not do that one. You have to put a ointment or a cream, something, lotion which is present at home for first aid over that area so that you do not itch. Okay, so next comes number G. Then after, the Last one, cover the wound with a bandage to avoid any infection. Now you can cover that wound with the help of a bandage to avoid the infection. Okay, and that comes number J. So students, here were the three situations which had been given to us, and we found out the solutions for them. Sometimes with the help of the first aid only we become cured, and sometimes if it is issue is big, maybe if it is a sprain or bone injury, then obviously you should communicate with the doctor, you should go to doctor. And if sometimes what happens, if the insect bite, in the cases of burn, if it is minor, or if it is scratch or cut, if it is minor, with the help of the first aid we can cure our problem. Okay, so that is the point which we discussed, that what we should do before going to doctor, what are the steps of the first aid which we should follow before going to the doctor, right? Okay, so I will be back again with a new class next week. Till that time, always be happy, be smiling. Bye bye.